All right, in this video, we're going to apply a couple more styles. Let's experiment here with our page. I want to style my paragraphs. So I'm going to put a P for my selector, and my curly braces are going to be there. Let's make our paragraphs. Let's set the background color. Let's set it to, let's do aqua. Save that, refresh it. Remember this little square that appears here? This is put in there by VS Code. It's not actually contained in this text file. If you open this text editor up in a text editor, that will not be there. That's something that gets added as a helper in VS Code. All right, so paragraphs, I just set their background color. That's the selector or the property you want to pick, background dash color. Refresh it. Oh, that's not exactly what I meant. So each of these are paragraphs, and they have this background color, but I kind of wanted to see the background color behind everything. So maybe the paragraph level isn't the right place to do that. Maybe the right place to do that is to do the entire body. Let's do the body instead of the paragraph. I'll change the selector on that. Go refresh it. Okay, now I have light blue with dark blue on top, or with the regular blue on there. Now I'm getting very dangerous here. Another good principle of design when you're doing a web page is make sure you're doing good contrast. This would be very hard for somebody with certain kinds of color blindness. And there are sites out on the internet. This isn't a full design course, but there are sites on the internet where you can have your page evaluated to how friendly it is for people who are colorblind. And color blindness is more than likely, if there are 10 people in this class, I'm going to raise that. If there are 20 people in the class, one person probably has some form of color blindness. Color blindness is way more prevalent than you think. So it's important to make our pages accessible. So blue on blue, this has okay contrast, but it's not fantastic. Obviously, white on black would be the best contrast. But I'm not sure I like this either. So let's do this. Let's change the color up here for my H1. I'm going to change it to aqua. Refresh it. My H1 disappeared. Why is that? Be careful of doing this. I set the foreground color and the background color to the same. The H1 is there. If I go up here, I can highlight it. But it disappeared. So be careful when you pick your colors. But what I could do up here, if I want to give my H1 a little bit a different splash, I could set its background color blue. So now I have blue with aqua lettering, and then down here, aqua background with blue lettering on top of it. Again, that's not a good choice. And let's change this dark blue. And then I'll change this as well to dark blue. That's a little bit better. I've got a little bit more. This is darker now. That might be okay. I don't know. I'm not a designer. I'm a coder. And if you're watching this, you're probably a coder, not a designer, but that doesn't mean you can't think about these things. In fact, maybe there's a color that's aquamarine's even lighter. Light sky blue's even lighter. Light steel blue's even lighter yet. Let's go with light steel blue. Change this to light steel blue. Get a little bit more contrast. So don't be afraid to experiment. Yeah, that's got a little blue on it, but now I have really good contrast, I think. I think that would be really nice. All right, so play with your page, make it look nice, pick a theme. A monochromatic theme is really easy. That's kind of what I'm doing here. I have different shades of blue, really light shades for the background, dark shades for the font. I'm leaving these black, which is fine. If I want to, I could change them to something. How about my unordered list? Can I apply a style to that? Let's do that. UL. And let's change its font. Actually, if I'm changing all my fonts, let's just do the whole body. We'll pick color. Dark blue. Forgot my colon. Forgot my semicolon there. If you see things not getting applied properly, go back and look at your CSS and make sure you're not missing semicolons and colons. Again, it won't break your page and show errors. It just won't apply things correctly sometimes. So there, my entire site has, because I used body and everything on here is within the body, I was able to apply the font color to everything. One other thing. Background color changes the color. Color by itself changes the font color. Especially when you're taking any kind of certification tests or quizzes in class, watch out for that one. They'll give you choices. Hey, which one of these properties will change the color of my font? One of the choices will be color, and one of the choices that are incorrect will be font color. And it is not font color. It is just color. So be very careful of that. We'll be talking about fonts in an upcoming video. But to color your fonts, it's just color for the property, not font color. All right, that's enough for this video. We'll see you soon in the next video.